everyone, and good morning to you. Welcome to I Jump Instead on YouTube. My name is Stephanie and this is Sally, and we are doing our Twin Aloha Friday Rebounding Full Body Beginner Workout, and we are on beautiful Rebounders. This is the Jump Sport 350 Pro, and this is the Cellar Sizer Rebounder, and we're so excited to be here together, and we plan to be here together every Friday for this beautiful Aloha Friday experience, and we invite you to always wear what is most comfortable for you when you jump instead, but you might as well join the party and wear something floral if that makes you feel happy and if you want to join us with that. These are Jam's World dresses, and we absolutely love authentic Hawaiian clothing, and that is the Jam's World brand. So visit jamsworld.com if you're interested in checking out their Hawaiian clothing.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. So we always
love.
We always use a handlebar on our rebounders. Shoes are optional, and we're so excited for this full body flexibility, mobility, recovery, rehabilitation routine. Let's get started, and we have a pillow, both of us, because we're going to be doing some lay down leg inversion stretches at the very end of class. So make sure you have a pillow, and let's get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our feet into just past hip width stance. Oh, a stance that feels wide and comfortable, but not too wide, just perfect. And I want you to lift your spine, and I want you to draw in from your core, kind of like you're cinching the core in, but it's a stability feeling. It's not a suck in, or, it's not uncomfortable. And you want to incorporate the pelvic floor, but it's really just a full core firmness, stability, and we are breathing through the nose, and we want to connect that the breath stays in motion even while we stabilize the core. So I want you to open your shoulders, and I want you to have your chin level, mouth closed, tongue at the roof of the mouth, and let's get the body into motion as we have our core nice and stable. So opening the shoulders, you can have your hands anywhere you'd like on the handlebar, whatever feels really comfortable for you. And your spine is upright, and you feel this beautiful posture as you move the breath through the nose. I'm going to call it a nose breath bath. I want you to be bathed in nose breathing throughout the entire routine. So let's just keep that breath in motion and connect that breath to every move. So let's start with a nice deep neck stretch. Let's bring the chin down to the chest, keeping the shoulders open, the chest up. So chin to chest, nose breath bath. Let's go ahead and rotate our head to the side slowly, feeling every bounce connecting us to our motion stretch. And we want to bring the head all the way to the side, ear to shoulder. And today I'm going to actually have you rotating in a constant motion. So I want you to just rotate down and over to the other side. And once you feel like you've gotten the stretch on each side, just continue to put that stretch into motion in two ways, the bounce motion, and you're rotating into this full range of motion, pushing the chin against the chest throughout that rotation. And then when you have the ear pulling down to the shoulder, make sure your shoulders are staying down and open, and you might even lift the chin a little bit, rotate the head around, find those micro movements connecting to full range of motion, nose breath bath. Keep the head going side to side. 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's face our head forward, and let's bring our shoulders in a full rotation going backward. And I want you to keep your spine upright and feel the shoulders pulling forward, up, back, and down. As the core is also engaged, the body is in this nice motion, this pump, breathing through the nose. And let's switch directions to forward circles, keeping your spine nice and erect and lengthen upright. So you want to feel the shoulders come back all the way, up all the way, forward and down. 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna do an upper back stretch. What I'm gonna have you do is holding the bar. I want you to keep your hips facing forward to the best of your ability. And then I want you to rotate the shoulder, both shoulders, but one shoulder is going to point towards me. And then you're keeping the hips facing forward, okay? So let's just get into a little bit of a circular motion going back, side to side. Keep the hips facing forward. Just bringing the shoulder as far as you can in front of you. And keep your spine nice and tall, long, beautiful neck. Chin is still level, breathing through the nose, gently bouncing, feeling each twist going a little deeper. Keep those hips, feel the hips staying forward, staying connected to that just upper back twist. Now I want you to feel free to face the chest all the way to the side of the room as you keep your spine as long as possible and just rotate both directions. And you can keep your face forward if that makes you feel comfortable, just making your chest and your hips in a deep, nice deep stretch and twist. And keep yourself in your nose breath bath. Feeling the nice, gentle flexibility and mobility, progression. We want to be in our progression. We want to be connecting to our deepest flexibility, bringing that motion to our fullest stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead now, bringing the shoulders and hips forward. Let's get ourselves into the cat position, the cat-cow position. So just cat here. So you can hold your bar wherever you desire, where, if it's a narrow bar or a wider bar. And I want you to feel yourself pull your hips forward. Your core might be kind of firmed up, and then the shoulders forward too. And just bounce and open into the back, into the spine, into the upper back. Nose breath bath. Now slowly come out and let's go into the opposite. Let's pull the shoulders and hips back. And I also want you to tuck the chin in and get yourself into that nice deep stretch, holding the bar, and then we're applying that beautiful bounce and that motion to your deepest stretch, to your flexibility. Feel the symmetry in this stretch. Tucking the chin in. Three, 2, slowly come out. Open your shoulders, square off your body so you're nice and upright like a trophy. Now let's go ahead and slow the bounce down to a stop, and let's rotate or shift our weight into each leg one at a time, swaying side to side, starting with a nice hip sway and hip reach. Holding the bar, keep the breath in motion, and just going at your own pace. I want you to feel yourself progressing the stretch, progressing the nose breath, opening, expansion into each hip. We're gonna incorporate arms. Sally's ahead of the game. But we're gonna just feel that nice waist stretch as we go deeper and deeper, and feeling the shoulder maybe lifting as well. So connecting, getting more and more flexible. And then let's join Sally and let's reach those arms and let's feel the lengthening throughout the arm, going into the upper back and the side and the lat. I want you to connect to that reach in the arm, all the way through the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, and all the way into the waist and the hips. And you just take it slow and feel symmetry. Do symmetry. Be symmetrical. Nose breath bath. Keep taking yourself into this nice long deep stretch. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead now and keep our feet into a stance that feels good for us to take the hands off the bar. You can leave one hand on the bar always. That's always an option for you. So let's go ahead and draw in from the core, just putting that stability feeling in the core. Open the shoulders and let's bring our arms out and let's push our palms out and down. And I want you to lift your chest, chin level, tongue at the roof of the mouth, mouth closed. And now wiggling the fingers. I want you to feel the thumbs, the pointer finger, all the fingers opening into your wrists and your forearms as you connect that. The down bounce is opening the arms, opening the triceps. Can you feel the triceps? Pushing through the wrists, the palms, pushing out and down, and just keeping that chest up, keeping the breath in motion. Now let's go ahead and lift through the wrists up and straight out, arms straight out, and then bring it down with the lifting the hands. So lead with the wrists up and then pushing the palms out as you come down. So just be the trophy swan, connecting to the full arm reach, going up and down, keeping the core connected, keeping the chin level. Now I want you to do a little twist in the upper body, so then the arms are reaching a little bit out to the sides, okay? And then do the other side. And you're feeling the stretch in the chest, all the way through the upper back, creating a beautiful width through the shoulders. Feel those triceps. I love to feel and connect to the lengthening of the underarms. Perfect. Let's go all the way up and let's hold it at the top for a nice dive. So bringing the arms up above the head, if that feels comfortable for you, and you can clasp your hands however you desire, or you can just keep your hands open and reach. And I want you to keep your core stable so your back stays nice and strong as you reach up for 7, 6, nose breath, bath, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and arms down. Reach as you come down. Now, hands on the bar, and I want us to go into facial stretching. So I'm going to get off the rebounder and show you. Sally, stay there. So this is what I want you to do. Take your mouth, close it, and reach your lips over to the side. Nose breaths, and then switch. And lengthen through, reaching through the lips. Switch. And you can tilt your head and lift and stretching deeper as you go, letting the breath expand. And really what I want you to do is feel both positions. And you might notice one position is stronger than the other position. That's how I feel. One position is stronger, so that motivates me to connect to more strength in the weaker side. So any which way you feel, and you want to reach and you want to strengthen and you want to connect to that full range of motion as you pull the lips. Great job. Let's keep going here for 10 more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. So here we're gonna go into the hips and stretching into the thighs, the tops of the thighs. So I want us to go into a little bit of a half squat here, and then stand up and then squeeze the glutes or push the hips forward, okay? So half squats, and I want you to challenge yourself by going nice and slow. feeling the engagement. So when we push the hips forward, we want to feel the symmetry in the contraction of our glutes. And when we squat down, I want you to feel the symmetry in the lengthening of both glutes. Do you feel that? Feet are flat against the mat and we have the bar to help us. So we're doing two things. We're lengthening the glutes, the hamstrings, and then we're strengthening. Push those hips forward and squeeze. Nose, breath, bath. Let's do 3 more, and I want you to make it very precise, feeling the slow motion, feeling every bit of each pose and everything in between. One more, let's really make it count. Breathing through the nose. 3, 2, and 1. Let's keep those knees bent and let's start to step. Steps side to side on your rebounder. Let's draw in that strength from the core. So the back, the waist, the whole core, even inside the lower abdomen. If you connect to the lower abdomen, you're going to get more connection, more strength through that lower abdomen. And we have our knees bent just as much as we desire. It's not about bending more than feels comfortable, and we can stand up as tall as we want to. So what we're doing here is we're activating those thighs. And I want you to activate the core as well while we continue to move the breath, keeping the shoulders apart, hands on the bar. You can remove your hands off the bar if that makes you feel comfortable. It may help to put a little bit more resistance and strengthening in your thighs. One thing you can try too is you can put a little bit of firmness in the thighs, like you're squeezing and contracting the thigh muscles. That's definitely a way to take such an easy move and bring it to life. Make it connect more to like a hill walk or a hike. If you go in and you flex or contract the thighs. So the feet are flat, and you might even connect to that the thighs are not the only muscles engaging, it's also the hamstrings and the glutes and the core. Keeping that breath in motion. Let's go ahead now and let's rotate our position. So we have one foot coming forward and one foot back. So they're parallel to each other. So they're not one in front of the other. They're parallel to each other. I want you to stand upright, shoulders open. Stand upright right between your 2 feet. And I want you to push, 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 push. You might even, if you can, connect to your thigh contractions, both legs equally. You want to distribute your weight evenly into both feet. Core. How does that core connect? Connect all the elements. The nose breathing, the core, the pressing, the relaxed open shoulders. Now let's walk around the outside of the mat and let's switch positions and let's just enjoy every step of the way. So getting your body upright in between the 2 feet positions, bending the knees just as much as you feel is good. Core is engaged. It's a bonus if you want to contract into the thighs, like put a firmness or a tension in those thighs. You'll notice that might spike the heart rate just a little bit. This is very strengthening for the knees and for the ankles and the core muscles if you want to keep those core muscles engaged. Let's go ahead and start to walk straight out so we're side to side on the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Let's get ourselves into a position that feels good. We're going to do some calf pumps. So we're going to lift up into the balls of the feet. First though, core stabilizes, open the shoulders, chin level, mouth closed, tongue at the roof, and let's lift, 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 down, lift, down, lift. So you can go up as high as you want to or as low as you want to. And you know what else there is as an option for you? You could even contract your calf muscles at the top of the lift. You could even contract through the thighs at the top of the lift. So there is an opportunity here to connect to the strength, to the flexibility. We can flex into our muscles while we bounce and connect to great strength. Strength that goes beyond a weight, the weight that we hold. Maybe some of us hold weights while we're on a rebounder. We might even learn to connect to our contraction ability. And when we can contract muscles, we could potentially access weight or strength that goes beyond the weight that's in our hand. And so we want to help ourselves to connect to that strength. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bounce out those calves. Let's get them pumped and flush. Let's help with the recovery. Couple beautiful deep breaths. Beautiful posture here. Core, shoulders, chin level. 3, 2, 1. Let's slow down the bounce. Let's step over to the side of the rebounder, and we're going to keep one foot on the rebounder, and we're going to lengthen one foot off the rebounder. So I want you to lift your chest, put yourself into a beautiful posture. You feel it. You feel that beautiful open chest posture, mouth closed, and I want you to lengthen your leg as if you were to lengthen your arm. What do we do when we reach? We really connect to the palm pushing out or the wrist pushing out. So we have an opportunity here to reach with the toes. We can also reach through the heel. So I want you to feel and explore, keeping your posture upright, holding the bar. Lengthening is strengthening. Connect to the strength, your strength of lengthening. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching legs. She said, what did you just say?
You can say it.
Oh, she says it feels a little bit harder to do this class on the Cellerciser. This is an easier bounce, the jump sport. Okay, here we go. Nice contraction in the core, at least a stable feeling in the core with the chin level. You could reach your other arm if you want to, but really I want us to connect to the strength, the lengthening ability, right? Reachability. So reaching through the toes and through the heels. 5, 4, upright and beautiful. 3, 2, 1, switching legs. One more on each side. This time around, we're gonna focus on first spreading the toes wide, and then we're gonna do ankle rotation. So when you feel like you've gotten your nice toe spread, breath bath, strengthen those toes, hold them apart. Now let's do our ankle rotations. Be in a full leg reach as you rotate the ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, switching sides. First, we'll start by opening those toes and holding, and challenge yourself. Open for 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, 1, and now lengthening through the hip, through the full leg. Beautiful ankle rotations. Lengthen the spine, core is engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and do some health bounce. Let's spend a few moments opening the jaw as wide as you can, like you're practicing at the dentist, and he says, it's not wide enough. You have to hold it and count to 5 to yourself and strengthen it. Here we go. Perfect. Now let's spend a few moments humming. You want to get into a beautiful tone together?
Sure.
I'll start and you compliment me.
Sure.
So join us for the humming session, just 2 hums for as long as you can. Here we go. Let's do one more. Here we go. Beautiful. Let's go ahead now. Put your feet in a stance that feels comfortable for you to take your hands off the bar, and I want you to pull your ears. So let's just feel the motion of the bounce being applied to your ear. Pull, nose breath bath. Three, 2, and 1. And now we're going to step off the rebounder in our transition to laying down, and we're going to do a quick little full body slap. So let's both just do however you would do it. Full body slapping. You just do it however you would do it. We're just going to spend 1 minute full body slapping. Here we go. Gentle slaps. Nose breath bath. Keep that breath just flushing while you're slapping. More seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's lay down with our pillows. We're going to finish off class with a nice leg inversion exercise. I'm going to put my bar so it's facing away from the camera. You might do that too. So make sure your feet are facing the bar, because we've got this amazing opportunity to invert the legs and rest the legs as we invert. So we can just have our legs upright and leaning up against the bar. So what I want you to do here is first relax the shoulders, making sure the mouth is still closed, and we're slowing the breath down as we feel the legs circulating, draining, connecting to that feeling. So when you're ready, I want you to take one leg. I want you to bend the knee, and I want you to grab your toes, and I want you to connect to each toe by loving and touching and squeezing into the toe. And I want you to touch the foot and connect to the foot. And the shin, the calf, the knees, just touching, and you can massage and squeeze and push, like pressure points. You can push in. You want to connect to more stimulation, more love, more gentle touch. You could also take this opportunity with the leg inverted to slap. And I love the feeling, and just whatever it is that I'm believing about the advantage of having the leg inverted when we slap it, connecting to extra circulation. And I always feel that slapping will help to tighten and tone the skin. So we slap the areas that we love most, which is the whole leg. And I want you to switch legs when you're ready, and starting with starting with toe touching. And I like to pull those toes apart and keep my toes as youthful as possible. If we want to stop time today, we want to go into there and we want to just pull those toes apart and open up and loosen them up, and then keep that flexibility, and let's keep it, let's maintain it. And then squeezing into the calves. I highly encourage everybody to do this before bed. If there's one thing you can do, lay on your rebounder in the evening and just do whatever you feel like doing. Whether that's massaging, you might put some oil on your legs. You might do ankle rotations, toe spreading, toe touching, super calf massage, hamstring stretches, slapping, and deep stretching as we are laying on this flexible surface and having this beautiful opportunity. And then, or you could simply cross your legs or have them straight next to each other, relaxing into this lengthened inversion, leg lengthened inversion. Nose breathing slowly. So that puts me to sleep. Whenever I just take a few deep, not deep, but a few slow nose breaths, and I just extend the nose breath in and out, 2 or 3 of those will absolutely help me to fall asleep quickly. Not every single night, but most nights if I remember, and it really is time for me to fall asleep, that will just induce sleep. It'll sedate me. 5, 4, relax deeper. 3, 2, and 1. Coming out slowly. I like to just take my time. One position at a time. Class is complete. Friday is here, or it's a different day for you, and we're so happy that you made it to this class today. Thank you for joining us. Please give us a like, and would you mind sending us a flower emoji today? Any flower that you desire that sparks joy, as many flowers as you want, and we're so grateful to have you in this class. Yes, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and did I say like the video? I wanted to give some feedback on the class because this was my first time doing this class on the Cellerciser in a long time. We've been doing it on the JumpSport 350 Pro. And I noticed that because this is such a more powerful rebounder, I wasn't able to build up as much cardio as I was, but I was going deep into my muscles, and I noticed that staying in those stretches for longer periods of time was very hard for me. It was testing me because the power in the lower bounce was going so deeply into my muscles. And so I just wanted to relate to some of you out there who may have been on your Cellerciser rebounder, and to know that you can always take health bounce breaks as often as needed if you're on a rebounder that is making you work harder than you may be working on a softer rebounder. And so I want you to know that it's not because you're not as fit, it's because you're on a more powerful rebounder, which is the idea behind the Cellerciser. You do less and you get more. So just wanted to bring that in there. One last thing too, I noticed when I was in inversions, I have a previous ankle injury, and I noticed that I still have a little bit of pain when I dig into the surrounding area around my ankle. And so I know that because I've had a previous injury, there's some built up scar tissue in that area. It's very important for me to go in and to really love and press into that pain. One of the things that came to mind when I did eventually heal my ankle 99% of the way was that I really had to go in and dig out that pain, because it's tightness, it's old scar tissue buildup that needs to be released. So circulation, massage, and deep stretching proved to heal my ankle injury that I could not heal for 8 years. I finally healed it. So if you have an injury, circulation without aggravation, but then starting to dig into that joint and the muscles, the surrounding muscles, ligaments, and tendons, so that we can get those previous injuries or current injuries healed. Thanks for being in this class. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you on Sunday. Well, one of us will see you on Sunday. Okay, bye-bye, trophies.
Bye-bye.